Age Babe, and it's time to complete the quest Doom Upon All the World. Now this is the last quest of the main Dragon Age Inquisition base game. If you have the Trespasser DLC, the Trespasser DLC does not begin until you complete the main game. Then it is unlocked for so much power on the war table. Alright, so I'm not going to stall that much, so let's get started. Once we complete this, I will begin...
Did you find what you need, Inquisitor?
The Trespasser DLC after the completion of this, talking to all the companions afterwards and showing the final cutscene. After this, the Trespasser DLC, I'll begin the broadcast sometime this week, if not during the weekdays, then this weekend, as I have school and you know how it is. Anyways, let's continue.
I found that and then some, believe me.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
Corypheus. He did that? But why? Either I close the breach again, or it swallows the world.
But that's Magnus. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Just as Corypheus expects, I suppose.
Alright, now, once you begin the final battle against Corypheus, which this is, he will comment against your Inquisitor and every single one of your party members saying various things. As you can tell, he can tell their inner thoughts. He'll comment based on class, race. Obviously, all of your characters have their own thing going on. There's a lot of interesting comments if you're a Dalish elf specifically, as he will comment, since I'm not playing as a Dalish elf, I'll tell you. Look at you, wearing slave markings on your face proudly. You don't even know what that means. He's talking about your Vendalavastine or your blood tattoos. And if you romance Solus, he will give you the option to remove your Vendalavastine. Now, you can say yes or no, though if you say no, you will end your relationship with Solus. If you say yes, he will perform this magic ritual sort of thing in order to remove it. And thus, Corypheus does not comment on that, though I believe he says something about having it removed, though I can't remember. Though in the Trespasser DLC, you'll learn more about that ritual, Vendalavastine and its meanings, etc., etc. Now, I'm going to pick my usual companions, as of course they're my favorite, and for the final battle, why wouldn't I have my favorite characters with me? So we'll bring Dorian, Cole, and Blackwall or Iron Bolt. I'm gonna bring Blackwall this time. You know, I mean, now, potential spoiler, I uncovered Blackwall's true identity, Tom Rainier, and I promised him to the Wardens after this is complete. Now, everyone seems to think that that quest is absolutely required, but in all honesty, you can miss the quest where he goes to the hanging of his former lieutenant. I did this in my first playthrough, and honestly I had no idea until I was discussing it with my aunt, which was a fellow beta tester along with me in the game, so we tend to talk about the game a lot. Well, anyways, we used to. Now let's continue on.
Where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish.
God, my soldiers are faithful. Hey, Cassandra.
I knew you would come.
Of course I did.
Corypheus.
And so we shall.
Floating building, just like the Fade.
You have been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
My Inquisitor is atheist, by the way.
I didn't come here to become a god, Corypheus.
He's so confused. He's like, what the fuck? Oh god, this is so badass. Yeah, I do. But thanks. I'm a servant of the
dragon! How clever of you!
Am I right?
It will avail you nothing. You
Come on,
as a
cast
warning
out
to
the
those
demon
who
again.
oppose my divine will.
Fine, don't then.
I will not stand for this outrage.
Well, that was cute. Let's go kill these demons real quick.
Feel my wrath.
Well, fine, guys. Kill him for me.
Back me up!
Now, I'm gonna slow down here and not pursue him right away so I can hear his comments on me and the
Look at
party.
you, a Soparati, nipping at the heels of your betters. You are nothing. All you love will be ground under the Imperium. I shall sear you from the very heavens.
By the way, he was referring to my Inquisitor as a Soparati. Since he has no racial remarks to make and I'm not a mage, that's his response. Now, this is the first time playing as a human rogue. I almost always play as a mage, or at least a Dalish. Usually both. He'll make another comment upon reaching the stairs. Hey, Dorian. Well, he usually does. Oh, bitch. Now, in all honesty, Corypheus isn't that difficult to kill. By the way, there's not any loot around here until you reach the top of the stairs. There will be a potion crate, but there's no codex or armor loot that you can take, or any creature research items from the demons. Nor is there any loot off of the dragon, which is depressing. sucks because you can't see him down there. Ah, see, there's their potion crate, or supply crate, or whatever. Same shit. Oh, my dragon. Guardian Abyssal. Such a beautiful coloration on her. Now,
And this is the warden.
I'm gonna pause this real quick and tell you guys this. If you don't do Blackwell's quest where you find out he's really Tom Rainier, he will still comment about the warden thing, but he won't comment about it the same way. And also another note, oh crap, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Okay, I totally blanked. Oh yeah. Always, always, always make sure for the final battle you have some kind of ranged person, like a mage, a rogue. You just need a ranged attacker, as Corypheus will go on top of this like stone bit, and it is impossible to attack him with melee attacks unless you're an archer, as he will be out of reach, and he will cast this extremely powerful attack on you, where it's kind of like the frost attack, where it's a constant stream, like the despair demon, only as you can see earlier, it was the corrupted thing. And when you're battling Corypheus's dragon, the dragon has no specific weaknesses, unlike the other dragons throughout the entire game, which have the opposite elemental defense against their element. There is no weakness against this dragon, and the dragon slaying runes don't really affect anything from what I've seen in my playthroughs. Continue.
Which I've been told I will so destroy you then. Like that.
Fight while you can, demon.
As you wish.
He's gonna teleport up there real quick. There we go. Here's the cutscene for you. Oh, I guess the teleportation shit is the, well, I'm not gonna spoil it. You'll see. God, this is so badass. Like, look at my dragon. Like, faking you out, bitch. What I think would be even cooler if my dragon did keep flying into the breach and then like swoop down and like trick the other dragon into going into the breach, and then when you seal it, like you close the freaking dragon in there. I think that'd be pretty badass, but imagine the effects that'd have. There. Oh God, I get so depressed by the fact that my dragon died. Poor babe. Now this dragon doesn't actually fly through the air and attack you above, kind of like the Guardian Abyssal. It just flies to a new location on the map. Now this dragon will generate guard like crazy, so I highly recommend having good damage against guard, as it'll do it all the time. And if you're slow on your attacks, it'll just get worse and worse. Yep, I was expecting that. There we go. Epic cutscene time. with that cutscene about killing the dragon, unlike Origins, you will have a different killing the dragon scene based on your race.
Let the
Or I mean
skies
your class.
boil. Let
So
the
like if you're a
world be
mage, you'll
red
have
to
a
thunder.
magic attack or a warrior attack, unlike with Origins where it's just a default greatsword, which really sucks. I mean, mages, greatswords, like really? By the way, you cannot save at any point during this. I think that's kind of obvious, but you cannot save at any point in between the final battle. And yeah.
I will not.
And by the way, there is a glitch in the final battle at this point where once you hit Curfeus down to his final health, it will not trigger the cutscene for some reason of his death. And like you can, like it will say like the battle's done, not through the official game, but like your weapons will go down, your companions will stop attacking. You can keep attacking him though. Your mount will become available to use. If that glitch happens, you're totally screwed. I'm sorry to say, but there's no fix for it. This was a problem even in the beta testing phase, which has been fixed for the most part, but it has happened to me again since then, so just a fair warning. You should always make sure you save before the final battle in the game anyways. I mean, gamer logic, you know? By the way, there is no supply crate down there when you're fighting the dragon. So this is the next one you get aside from the one at the top of the stairs. So I recommend having restorative potions or healing mist, etc., etc. Oops, sorry. Controller got stuck there. Now this part is great.
I am no demon, and you are no god.
Cole gets so happy there because Corypheus attempts to perform a binding ritual against him, and it doesn't work. Now, I don't know what happens if you don't complete Cole's personal request. I'm not sure if he can actually bind him or not. I chose to make him more human, so I know he also can't bind him if you choose to make him more like spirit. But as I said, I have no idea what happens if you don't complete his social quest. Or personal quest, I guess. And I'm gonna shut up now. Badass moment.
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Dumat, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now!
You wanted into the fade?
Now that part kind of always upsets me because your Inquisitor sent Corypheus into a fade with that rift. Now he got the power he seeks, technically, but you just wonder, like, if you go into the fade, is it possible to stumble against him? What if he gets out? That part always kind of fucks with me. And here's Solus being a depressing little tit.
Solus? Are you sure? We could take the pieces, try to...
That would not recover what has been lost.
There's more, isn't there?
It was not supposed to happen this way, no matter what comes. I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
You'll find out very shortly what he means by that in the after credits cutscene at the end of the game, as well as the Trespasser DLC, just what he meant by that. So, unless you have the Trespasser DLC, a lot of questions remain with the end game, though some of it is answered with the
Then
post-credits
it's over.
cutscene.
How lovely. And the sky is healed, healthy, whole. There's just that left to remember.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
We go back to Skyhold.
Good choice, Inquisitor. I mean, it'd be nice to get some rest. Cohen smirked there.
A moment, my lady. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished.
You'll find out more about this
If he does
post-game
not wish to be found,
cutscene
there's likely
and
nothing we
the
can do. But I will keep
Trespasser
looking.
DLC.
Why would he just leave? Something must be wrong. You said he was upset about the orb. That can't be the only reason.
It's not. Oh god, so many things are revealed
Now that Corypheus has been defeated,
in
we
the
have a
Trespasser
moment to stop
DLC.
and
Just
celebrate.
wait.
Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
For obvious reasons. Why?
The fighting's over. Why do they want to meet me now? You're joking, yes?
No
They
kidding.
wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Empress Celine owes you her life and her throne. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Corypheus needed to be stopped. And you are the one who stopped him. Previously, you were an upstart. Nothing more than a leader of rebels and heretics.
A
Until
prisoner?
Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A Magister and a Darkspawn in one creature. The ultimate evil. Now you are the
My
only power
Inquisitor
left
is
standing.
just like done.
Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Passing quick with a bow, sun to sweet velvet. This is Sarah was never background, by the way. Now I'm gonna save here as you finally can, and let's go talk to everyone. Make sure you talk to everyone before you retire to your quarters, as once you retire to your quarters, you obviously are blocked off from talking to people. This will reveal what your companions plan to do after Crufius has been defeated. Duh. Makes sense.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
It's all in your head.
We have a moment.
I think you're right. You brought us here. You are proof that the Inquisition made a difference. That we will continue to do so.
That's why we're having this fancy party. Celebrate, Commander. You've earned it.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same.
I think we can all agree on that.
I'm sure everyone desires your attention, as much as I might want it for myself.
Me too, Colin. Me too. Now you can only talk to your companions once, and you can't actually go through these doors. You can open them, but they won't let you through for obvious reasons. Gotta block you off. Hey, Blackwall.
Help stop an ancient Magister Darkspawn.
Whoa, too close.
Not every Warden recruit gets to say that. Thanks to you, I do.
That's me, helping people prove themselves to future employers.
I wish.
So now that you've saved the world, what's next? Hoping to put it all back together?
Someone has to fix things. Might as well be me.
If anyone can do it, you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
But I really know where to find you. The Wardens are rather reclusive. Start with Varric here. Ah, look at that, like, what, like, pig butt? Almost said Baron butt. Jesus, this is a Mass Effect.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. I'm thinking, this shit is weird. The Inquisitor Trevelyan story. What do
I
you think?
love it.
It's a working title.
Maybe you should keep working.
I'll leave the title for last. Naming things is always the worst.
True that.
I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention, I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the free marches as soon as I get back.
You should write the book.
I'll see what I can do once I get home. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before we go.
Watch
Curly
Colin
needs
run
to
home
win
in a
back
bucket
some of
again.
his demons.
Please. Iron Bowl.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole Vint on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff.
How is that good in any way, Bo?
We all walked away. Chantry folk are picking up what's left of Corypheus from the desk man and a pastry scraper. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from the Ben Hasran and stayed because Corypheus was an asshole.
Considering he's Calvashot
I've
now.
got no orders. For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
You know I'll find you the best fights.
I know. Anyway, the only place I'm going tonight is back for more drinks.
I
To
can
us,
toast
being
to
alive,
that.
and the bad guy's not.
And
Anan.
Cole. When Cole is actually sitting near people.
He tried to bind me, but it failed. Did you see it? Did you see me? Demons abound when you tell them what they are so loudly that it's all they can hear. They have to be what you want.
Spirits,
I
too.
know who I am now.
Those spirits
I am
have a higher
me,
chance of
thanks
resisting
to
it.
You did it yourself, Cole.
Maybe I did. What happens next? Where do we go?
For tonight, we remind the world and each other that we're alive.
Yes. Because of you. Thank you for letting me stay.
That always brings a smile to my face. I could never send Cole away. If you ever get the chance to read the Dragon Age book, you will find out so much in them. You will find out who Alistair's mother is, and I can guarantee you your world will be shaken. As, especially in Dragon Age 3, you meet his mother, and there's subtle hints about her concern, though you never find out just who his mother really is in the Dragon Age games. You find out Cole's past, what happened about Adamant, who Rhys really is, who his parents are, the story of American Logain, which will make him seem to you not such a bad guy, so I highly recommend it. The first book is The Stolen Throne by David
Finally got a
Gator.
party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
Let the philosophers worry about that. Tonight is for celebrating.
Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to Valrio. That's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
I could use the company, because this doesn't seem like it'll end.
Oh, poor leader of everything. Alright, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning! Big freaking heroes, Inquisitor. All of us.
God, I really want some of those ribs, whatever kind they are. Dorian!
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything. Such a mess. She was completely breathless. You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you?
This
I didn't
freaking
even
chick
get a
voice
chance to
is
answer.
great.
She hugged me.
Hugged me.
This is your influence.
Admit it, you're having a ball.
I don't trust camaraderie. All these people smiling, buying me drinks. It's unnatural. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
You're an example of how noble Tevinter could be.
For Southerners, maybe. Back home, they'll be rolling their eyes behind their fans. Meanwhile, they'll conveniently forget the bastards who wanted Corypheus ruling us all. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition.
Yay!
You will.
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
I'm so happy there.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
Ooh, cakes!
I love tiny cakes, and there are so many. Which should I try first? I would avoid the dark ones topped with gold dust. Deep mushroom and anise. An awful combination, but it's quite popular in Val Royeaux. I believe they call it the exquisite misery. Ole. Why did we save her again? To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
Please tell me they have some ham that tastes of despair as well. Oh, Orlay. Gotta love despair ham.
Ugh, I should never have hired new caterers so late.
Leave it be, Josie. Everything's fine.
It is not! I'm so sorry, nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
I have to.
If I told you the port was a little dry, Could you burst into flame?
You're joking, yes? Please tell me you're joking. What a disaster. This man is late. The invitation to our guests barely went out at all.
I wish there were lighting in here.
It was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us. Dedas is discussing the success of the Inquisition.
Green is a lion, we could see the eye.
Are you descending into open boasting, Lady Montelier?
I can scarcely think of a better time. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
The eye of the Empire.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible
God, lighting is a
defy
joke.
the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
I wasn't sure we'd make it either.
A rather bizarre feeling, as if we've stumbled blindly into a forbidden future.
Better than the dark
the
future.
Envy Demon showed us.
Me too.
Much better. I intend to rebuild the Seekers of Truth, to make us the order we were meant to be.
By the way, if you
That
don't
will
do
take
her
time.
personal request to go
Meanwhile,
to
I am
Thernfall,
free to remain
no,
with
is
the
it Thernfall?
I
Well,
think
anyways,
back
the
to
Seeker
how we
Temple,
first met.
she will not
And
find
here
out
you
the
stand,
truth about the
the
Seekers
chosen of Andraste,
or
proven in
be
the
able
eyes
to
of
rebuild
all
it
faiths.
or to
And
learn
you are
how
my
to reverse
friend.
the right of tranquility.
How did that happen, I wonder? I'm pleased it did. You are a great woman, and I will always stand at your side.
Time to talk to Vivian. I think it'd be really fun if you got to go sit on your throne and make an announcement. Like, you could be cynical, hilarious as usual, or, you know, brave, strong, and proud.
So much to do, my dear.
Ha!
I'll
Good
be
lighting!
returning to Valwayu to organize the Loyalist mages. The Empress requires my expertise during what is sure to be a difficult transition.
The new occult advisor.
Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it.
I'd rather be working. Ha! Cohen.
As a matter of fact, I am.
This is all for you, darling. Enjoy yourself. You've earned it. Go mingle. The night is still young.
Now, if you romance the character, they will ask to join you in your quarters. Now, you can deny them, but personally, I've never done that. It's like, why the hell would you want to? But you do have the choice. And no matter who you romance, how sweet they are or not, they will be dominant in forcing you into your quarters, and it's absolutely lovely. And it will get the sweetest possible scene. Now, Cohen's perfect. Is the sweetest.
I thought I might claim more of your attention after all.
Is there something on your mind?
Everything.
Wink, wink. Cassandra straight up shoves you against the door, by the way.
Battle's over. There will be a new divide. Yet I don't care about anything other than you being alive.
Cullen.
Such a sweetheart. I don't deserve him.
I don't know what happens after this.
Nobody does. Not even the warden.
Neither do I.
So sweet. They're so perfect for each other. Oof. By the way, I am pretty sure
'Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long
there is
slumber
this
and found the world gone awry.
romance scene if you romance Solus where you had like a nightmare that he was here.
To raise himself as a god and
Don't
set
quote
things
me on
right.
it, but I'm pretty sure I
Now,
remember
we are
something
left
happening
with a
like that where you had a
scar
dream and you
in the
woke
sky
up
to
and
remind us of what
swore he was there.
almost was.
I
It
think
tells
that
us
actually
that a great
happened.
victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended,
But a new war rages in the shadows.
Oh, I guess I did just choose
Gaspard,
Celine in
it
this one.
seems, has learned his lesson well. Even the elves have no rest, with Briala's uprising rocking the Empire to its core.
Got her land
Fortunately
trolls,
for Celine,
aliens,
her
purged.
gratitude towards the Inquisition has remained strong. Some claim she clings too tightly to the Alliance. Others know it is all that stands between her and defeat.
She does owe me her life, after all.
The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes.
About damn time.
Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt.
It'd be nice if you got to go there once upon a time.
Now rages between them.
Doubt it's gonna happen.
What becomes of Alistair is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends.
By the way,
Does the sudden
if you
silence
choose to
indicate
save
a
Hawk
battle
over
within,
whoever the warden
or
was,
something
Stroud,
far
if Alistair's king or
1 month after the
dead,
defeat of Corypheus,
Logain
the
if you
Chantry
chose
names
him,
Liliana
Alistair if he's a
as
warden.
successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she first declares an end.
Either
to
way,
the
Hawk
circle of
goes to
mages.
Weishaupt
The
if
mages will now govern
your warden
themselves.
didn't survive.
She opens the priesthood to other races.
And by the
to give
way, if
support
you
to the Inquisition
don't support
and
anyone for
rededicates the
Divine,
Chantry to the
in my
principle of
personal
charity.
playthrough, if
Divine
you don't
Victoria
support
is
anyone,
controversial from the start.
what happened to me is
Several new
Liliana came
sects
Divine. Now, I
arise,
don't know if that can be
resisting her
altered,
reforms
but
and declaring her rule a
Liliana
threat
came
to the
Divine,
faith.
either way.
She
Now, I
meets with her
chose to
leaders,
soften
urging
Liliana
unity.
rather than
Miraculously,
harden her,
her words
which
take
does
root,
affect
and
her
for now,
personality,
the Chantry remains strong.
especially in this.
Those Templars of the Inquisition who were recruited at Therenfall Redoubt are left with a choice. Many follow in the footsteps of Commander Cullen, going through the slow and agonizing process of lyrium withdrawal.
Now, I
They
chose to
elect remain
disband the
with
Templar
Inquisition,
Order
unanimously and formally disbanding the
and
Templar
take
Order
them
forever.
as Inquisitors. Though you can keep them as Templars, that's just what I did personally.
And what of the Inquisition itself? It has eyes and ears in every hall.
Ah,
No
what the hell is
secrets are beyond
Kieran?
its reach, and that knowledge has become the source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, she has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
Now, I know a lot of people actually missed the post-credit cutscene, actually, but that cutscene is pretty important, so you can skip the credits, by the way, and you can go back and view them anytime via the main menu. Now, here is the very important cutscene which gives you a little bit insight, and just wait until the Trespasser DLC. God, I can't wait to show you guys. I would stay up all night to play it, but sadly that just isn't an option. Too freaking bad.
I knew you would come. You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
Ben
I
Hurrah.
was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well, old friend.
Notice that? He just killed her. Or did he? Flemeth is pretty notorious for surviving death. Now, is it just me, or does it look like he absorbed Mythal's spirit there? Now, I don't know. Don't quote me on it. Just my personal theory. Here's the post-game. Now I'm going to go talk to everyone. Just to show you what they all say. It's not really that much, and if you didn't complete any quests before this point, you can, though they no longer have the option to affect your game. Which should be kind of obvious. Kind of disturbing the fact that the Arbor Wilds quest took way more time than this one. I mean, that one was pushing 3 hours. Well, cute because that's a lie. Whatever. Alright, let's go talk to everyone. I'll start with Josie and show you the war table.
At your order. Leliana knows the game. She'll move the chantry forward while quelling the fears of the faithful. And I feel only pity for those who might try to depose our former spy master by force.
Is anyone stupid enough to send assassins after her?
The initial opposition will be subtle, but I doubt it will last.
In other
After
words,
so much
yes.
warning, even the most seasoned players of the game yearn for change. Sister Leliana will bring about interesting times.
They'll comment on each new divine, by the way.
Hello again. Hello again.
Now all you get is really vague comments after this. Now I doubt anything changed in the war table, but I'll just check it out. Why the hell not? And I also never talked to the blacksmith or Dagna after this, now that I think about it, so I'll do that too. I'm not gonna say anything's gonna happen, but I might as well try, you know? Now note that Liliana's still here. Now see, you still have the option to do all these little missions, though you can't do any main
So,
wishes.
Liliana, should I bow whenever you come into the room now?
The ceremony is not for a while.
It will be strange to see you and think, there walks divine Victoria.
Then let us enjoy these moments while they last, as colleagues.
Nor as friends.
What's this? A breach in decorum?
Perish the thought.
Now right here's the Trespasser DLC start. You attend the Exalted Council. It requires 8 power, which you should very easily have if you try to do quests. If you don't, just go on and, you know, go close rifts. That's the easiest way to get power, as once the breaches are closed, either the first or the second time, each closing of a rift gives you 2 powers, or completing all the landmarks, etc., etc. I'll read this real quick for you. Scouting. Attend the Exalted Council. Warning. Beginning the Exalted Council will lock off all other areas and plots and jump to 944 Dragon, 2 years after the death of Corypheus. There is no going back from this point. Well, that was pretty. With Corypheus dead and the threat...
You're doing it again. Oh, I do apologize.
Now that's going to be in my head all day.
Sorry. With Corypheus dead and the threat of Fade Rifts and demons waning, both Orlais and Ferelden have begun to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria has promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters for as long as possible. Eventually, she plans to call the Exalted Council, a chance to determine the role and possibly the fate of Inquisition. Recommended levels 20 or higher. Now, I will tell you, you can be the max level and that shit is still difficult. But yeah, that's it for the war table. You can still unlock locations and crap, but as I said, any main mission quests that might go on in those locations are blocked off once that is complete. I'll go talk to the blacksmith in Dagna now. I'll also check out my quarters. I never really tried that. I doubt anything's gonna change or be in there, but might as well, you know. Better to check than not. Let me just synchronize my shit real quick. Alright, start with Harriet.
Inquisitor.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
So he has absolutely no comments.
The Temple of Mythal sounds like the most interesting place. I hope you brought back samples of, well, anything.
Dagna.
Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff, except it's not. Oh, that worked out well. That's always lucky. I mean, nice.
I'll see you.
Ready to answer the great mysteries.
I'll see.
I can't wait.
Okay, so
Good to see you.
I'll be back.
neither one says absolutely anything. Figures. Don't really know what I expected there. Alright, let's go to the quarters and then continue talking to everyone. Scout Harding has some new comments after this too, by the way. And anyone who starting at Crestwood, you have the option to flirt with Dagna. This starts at Crestwood and continues on, though it is not available at all before Crestwood. She says maybe after everything is over, they can pursue a romance. Now, that does not actually happen in the game or in the Trespasser DLC. So, just a heads up, by the way, guys. Let's check out your quarters. Like I said, I really doubt anything's in there, but might as well, you know. I'll also check and see if any codex unlocked. I doubt it, but I did check all my codex prior to starting the final mission, so if it says something's new, then it'll be only from completing that. Figures, absolutely nothing is new. Don't know what I expected. Oh, that's just my ladder. I don't see why you go up there. I mean, it's absolutely useless up there. There's no loot or anything. Most fun I get out of it is jumping off. I mean, in Skyhold, it's impossible to damage your health at all or die, so that's why I just jump off cliffs, the barracks, and all that crap. It doesn't do anything. And obviously, Solus is no longer here. Three Eyes, do you have anything to say? Doubt it.
Inquisitor.
Don't know what I expected.
I feel a little nervous having the woman who commanded our spies on the Sunburst throne. Like if anybody recites the chant wrong, she'll have them shivved. I'm probably overreacting. But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it. Still here. You need me for something? Still here. You need me for...
As you can see, Solus finished his mural before leaving. It's still a little plain, but he did finish it. As you can notice, that is the Dread Wolf, by the way, not a dragon. Or actually, it might be a dragon. I don't know. I really want to say it's the Dread Wolf, as most of it depicts Elven history and lore, which I can better explain once we start the Trespasser DLC. And I'm going to start and see if I magically have anything to turn in. Doubt it, but yeah, didn't think so. Might as well, you know. Now, even though Vivian said she was going to leave right away, she is still here.
Frightening thought. A divine with enough spies to know how often you piss. It will be difficult to return to Devinter after all this. Good friend here. You don't find those just lying about. Such is my lot. Just a little longer then. What's to come, I wonder? My guess, a plague of bees.
Sarah, I mean, needs more bees.
The Conclave made an interesting choice in Leliana, inspired by something, no doubt. I would find the
At
proceedings
me.
entertaining were it not going to create a mess I'll have to clean up. The Conclave made an interesting choice. I would...
As you know from talking to Vivian about her personal ideas about who should be divine, she is not for Liliana. Obviously, she is for Cassandra despite her lack of grace. By the way, whoever you made divine will still be here.
I've been many things. Bard, sister, left hand. And always because someone needed something from me. But I realize now that I am all these things. And yet, not defined by anyone. I am now Divine Victoria. But to my friends, to you, I will always be just Liliana.
Well, here's me wishing you good luck, and reminding you that I have a pretty big army, if you need it.
No, that was the old Chantry. Not to worry, I'll be here for some time yet. There are still things to put in order before I leave.
Are you still my spy master? When will you need to leave?
The Grand Clerics would love to bury me in ceremony, while they prepare for my coronation. But there is so much unfinished here. A new spy master to appoint, and perhaps I'm not quite ready yet. When the time is right, I shall go to the Grand Cathedral for good. They can't know what they're in for.
I wish you all the best, Lily.
And you don't have the... Oh, you do.
I am here.
Yeah, that's all she says after that. Cullen, let's talk.
The Templars plan to stay with the Inquisition, which means that what remains of the Order is under my command. It's not what I expected when I left, but I'm glad they have a place here. You're looking lovely. Have I told you that? Yes? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Come to distract me, have you?
Now, whoever you romance has a lot more different choices when you click on them, as you can tell. I believe I've gone through all of them now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. On to the Tavern Dwellers. And then to Cassandra. By the way, unless you have the Trespasser DLC, whoever you appoint divine will still be here until the end of the game. Or
I'm sorry, Cole, but with your gift, I fear that you might see the path I now must walk in solitude forever. This fate is mine alone. Indeed, I would not wish it on an enemy, much less someone that I once cared for. Though you reach out in compassion, I must now insist that you forget. I'm... What were we talking about? I'm ready to help people when you are.
Now, okay, I will explain that for you. Now, I doubt, at least from what I've seen from other people playing a walkthrough of this and the endgame, that right there, you probably won't pick up on your own, but playing the Trespasser DLC, that right there was Solus talking through Cole. He made Cole forget him in order not to be able to track him down or to feel his feelings anymore. So Cole has now forgotten where Solus is. So that's pretty interesting. Now remember that, especially when we reach the Trespasser DLC, as I will be bringing Cole along, and he will offer some comments on it. Alright, now you cannot mention what he just said, as he will not remember.
There are still people who need help. I'm ready. There are still people who need help. I'm ready.
I believe that's all he says.
There are still people who need help. I'm ready.
Now, I always recommend talking to Cole to get that dialogue. I mean, it's so mind-blowing, you know? Like, holy shit, what the hell? most people don't understand what the hell it's about, is Cole says a lot of weird shit. Though I will tell you something, 99% of what Cole says is allusions to other literature works, games, history, etc., etc. For example, they allude to a lot of other video games, books, movies, history. There's a couple Star Wars quotes. The one about he killed his father, but he is his father is a Star Wars reference specifically. Now I'll show you all of entries in her book. I believe she added some more, though I'll just read the whole thing because why the hell not, it's funny. Delivered, one cabinet suitable for a lady's curiosities, if resources should be spent on such things. Sir Morris. Below, a comment and journal entries by Sarah, also doodles of Sarah with her tongue sticking out. Eat it, Maurice. Stuff needs a place. Stuff. Banner. Circle. Soft. Wizard. Scratched out. Rough and weird. Holla. Fake. Real ones stink. Cards. Little worlds. Goblet. Fancy cup. Cup. Shit goblet. Bottle. Warden. Strong. Bottle. To winter. Piss weak. Stupid sword. There's a small blood stain. Silk. Bolt. Arrow bolt. Soft. Make something. Griffin. Warden. Heavy. Her mask. Big head. His mask. Tight face. Delancet corset lacing, snip boing floppity, a doodle of a googly-eyed face with a peculiar mustache. That's not a face. Knowing Sarah, that is a butt. I think the minstrel Meriden is chatting me up. That song is creepy. Religious book. It's working for Lady Inquisitor. Read it. Scratched out. Bored. Get Giselle to explain it. Scratched out. Bored. Sit in garden and think about it. Scratched out. Bored. Drink to Andraste. Make good cookies for Inquisitor. Scratched out. Buy good cookies for Inquisitor. Scratched out. Buy pie. Don't throw it. Scratched out. Cake. Inquisitor tattoo. Surprise tattoo on Cullen. Scratched out. No surprise tattoos. How did she know? Too many birds. A sketch of Liliana made of ravens. Party for Inquisitor after world is saved. Check bottles. Scratched out. Drink bottles. Buy more bottles. Scratched out. Save one. Label for Lady Estrella Trevelyan. Scratched out. Drink bottle. Maybe wait. Saving the world soon. Weird. I will kick Carriffy tit in every ball he has. Scratched out. Sarah and Lady Estrella Trevelyan and Portus Fenord are big bloody heroes. A drawing of Sarah and Estrella raising bottles while riding a high dragon that breathes flaming sharks. Also, the dragon farted a cloud that looks like Cariffius. Finally, someone fun. I call her Whittle. A drawing of Sarah standing back to back with Dagna. Their weapons seem improbable and awesome. Now, by the way, that right there, Dagna and Sarah have started a relationship. You will learn a lot more about that in the Trespasser DLC. I seriously love Sarah's room.
Hi. Good talk, yeah? Nice and relaxed. I mean, we're in with Liliana, so we have no problems. It's the ones who piss her off who need to squirm. I'm staying, though. You find fun often enough. I'm not sure where else I'd be. Inquisitor? Inquisitor? Ready for whatever. Hello, yeah? Ready for whatever.
Alright, that's all of hers. Ugh. There we go. Talk to Krem.
Inquisitor?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the judges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas...
Obviously, it's the end game.
I hear a lot of the Templars are trying to get off Delirium. That's good for them. Maybe not so good for us the next time the mages start shitting everything up. What's more important is there are still rifts out there spawning demons. I'm ready to kick some ass whenever you are.
Now, by the way, he says that regardless of if you closed every possible rift able to close, in my playthrough, I've closed every rift in the game.
I'm ready whenever you are, boss. I'm ready whenever you are, boss. I'm ready whenever you are, boss.
I'll try one more time.
I'm ready whenever you are, boss.
Alright, that's all he says. Weird. Alright. Huh, can't talk to the minstrel anymore. Weird. Alright, examine this. Let's see if they added anything new. Corypheus is going down. Underneath this, someone has scribbled, too easy. Free ale, as much as you can handle for as long as you can handle it. You did it. The good stuff is still 10 silvers a cup. Cabot. Alright, that's what's new.
I'm sorry.
Tell your quartermaster boss it was a special order.
I did, I'm just saying what he said.
I know, lad.
Oh, I know what he says.
Inquisitor.
What's the current mood?
Willful.
What's the word out there?
Quiet. Too quiet. No, wait.
So not really anything new. Alright, time to talk to Cassandra. Wait, what did that say? Of course it won't let me read it again. Figures. Alright, and then I'll read the
Need wheels for the training dummies. Moving targets.
And then I'll also read the Shouter's comments over there. I know for a fact that has to have something new.
Liliana is already turning the chantry on its ear, and she hasn't yet been crowned divine. It's quite interesting to watch. I offered to remain as right hand, but she has other ideas. I wish her well, regardless. The chantry needed someone like her. Hello, Inquisitor. Hello, Inquisitor. Hello, Inquisitor. Hello, Inquisitor.
Alright, guess she doesn't say anything new either. Now I shall read the Shouter's comments, if there's anything new, and then that is it. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna check and see if they said anything about the Temple of Mythal. Yeah, no, alright. I'll read it out loud for you guys. Corypheus dead, Inquisition victorious. Let us celebrate. In a climactic battle beneath the torn sky, the Inquisitor achieved victory over the enemy, the Darkspawn Magister called Corypheus. This triumph cements the Inquisition's power within Thedas. The Inquisition, led by its Inquisitor, will direct the world's course in the days to come. I, for one, am eager to see where she will take us. For now, Thedas is safe. Tomorrow, however, is another story. Crier Belinus. Inquisition, oh, I guess here it is. Inquisition marches on the Arbor Wilds. Questions about. Many witnesses of the incredible sight of the mass forces of the Inquisition entering the Arbor Wild south of the Dales several days ago. The Inquisition's goal, however, was a tightly guarded secret. Many speculated that the Inquisition was acting upon the information provided by Lady Morrigan, once advisor to Empress Celine, and was on the trail of an ancient elven artifact. What might this mean for the battle against Corypheus and the future of Thedas? Crier Belinus. Sorry about that. Anyways, that is the end of Dragon Age Inquisition. I shall make one more save, and then I shall say goodbye. It is time for the magnificent Dragon Age babe to quench the flame of the mighty dragon and say good night. Have a good night, everyone. Wachoo!